Welcome back to Western New York Living. Now, being a man myself, I know sometimes no better way to get your man card than to show your vast knowledge of visual and audio setups. I also know it can make you look pretty foolish when it doesn't work. This morning, I'm leaving things to the professionals because happy to have with me Howard Martin and Matt Hake, who are partners at Capstream Technologies. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Well, why don't you tell us what Capstream Technologies is all about?
So Capstream specializes in commercial audio, video, and visual installations, from design to installation, maintenance. Typical projects are large conference rooms, multi-purpose rooms, boardrooms, that sort of thing. But we also do a lot of work in academic settings, smart boards and what have you. And there's kind of niche AV installations, things that include sound masking in office spaces and what have you.
And I imagine with this push for back to the office here in recent months, things are getting busier, right?
Coming out of the pandemic, we were really busy. A lot of companies were forced to augment or add AV equipment in their conference rooms, make them interactive, and what have you. Since then, that's continued with augmenting installations from that period, now adding new installations.
You use that word augment, Matt, I'm going to ask you about that. I mean, how have things evolved here, just maybe in the last 2 years, technologically speaking, for businesses or schools that say, yeah, we're good, we've got stuff?
Well, technology changes. It changes really fast, and so what our job is to find out what's new, what's functional, what's going to work for the end user, what's easy to use for the end user, because in actuality, if you have technology that's too cumbersome, it doesn't serve its purpose. So technology's come a long way. It's become streamlined. A lot of other pieces have become interchangeable and scalable. So if we do an installation for a company and they need to expand on that 6, 8, 12 months down the road, we can add to our solutions. We never have to take away. So it's scalable. It's just the way of the future.
You know, I think of that episode, I think it was Modern Family, whatever, when Phil's trying to teach Haley how to use the remote. And it's a big quiz there. That's something that you do too. You teach your customers, businesses, how to use the equipment, the remotes and everything, and so they know they don't have to call you every time they can't get the input right or something.
That's a big part of the job, and that's really where Capstream specializes. The vast majority of the end users of our installation are not technical people. And like I said before, with the coming out of the pandemic, a lot of rooms had to be transitioned to multi-purpose rooms. So not just your standard presentation with a PowerPoint behind you, it's bringing live streaming and bringing people in from the outside. And the control systems that are part of our installations need to make it very simple for the user to use, and for a variety of different uses in the same room.
We saw some images there. I've done projects with sports teams in the area. We'll get to Rosina's here in a second, but I first want design and setup. Matt, you guys take care of all that, right?
Yeah, we are basically a soup to nuts operation. We will take care of the initial site visit for quotes, and then we'll do the design. If the design is accepted, then we literally order and we install, configure, train, and service that installation for the time being.
All right, I imagine get in the queue here soon for businesses out there doing so. Just the big project for Rosina's. We saw a little bit of an image there.
Yeah, they moved their corporate offices into a new building. And like so many of our other projects, our projects were kind of a part of a much larger reconstruction project. And we outfitted their large conference room, 2 smaller conference rooms, and many of the actual executive offices as well.
All right.
And that also included a sound masking install.
Like that too. That's can we get that for the house? All right. Capstream Technologies, they pride themselves on being a leader in custom audiovisual installations and AV integration services in the Buffalo and Western New York region. Now, to find out more about everything that they do and provide, head to their website, which is capstreamtech.com. The number to give them a call, 716-945-7100. It's Capstream Technologies and experts in audio, visual, and digital solutions.